All right, we're live. Hi, everybody.
What's up, everybody?
Hello.
Hola. Welcome to the YTG
There's one.
Fireside Chat.
There's actually four of us on the call right now.
I know.
Yeah, this is a first.
I know. Well, the first since we've got the live thing working, right?
Yeah, way to go, Kyle. Just like popping in now that we've got all the bugs worked out.
Yeah.
No, yeah, suffered through some of the pilot calls that had some bugs too.
So now that if we're getting better every week, or if some weeks are better than others, then it's either going to be that we have to try to top this now that we've got Kyle here. We'll have to top that. Or we'll have to just plan
Daniel,
on next
I
week.
have an idea for that. Guests.
Yeah.
We bring on guests.
Nice.
People doing the thing. Other musicians, fans, random friends. Say hi to our parents.
Basically, anybody who's more interesting than us, right?
I mean, that's got to be a lot of people. I mean, the list is endless.
That could be just everybody.
I'm going to quote you. When I send those emails, I'll go, YellowTieGuy would be very excited to have anyone more interesting than us on as a guest.
Perfect. I love it.
That'll fit in with our like tongue-in-cheek about how we're almost as good as your favorite band type stuff.
Almost.
Almost as good, yeah.
Well, cool. So we'll have to get like a short list together of people that we find more interesting than us, and then we'll see what we could do to get some guests on here for future episodes. I'm especially excited for the idea of kind of like delving into our history. There's a little bit of a mystery about how YellowTieGuy in its final form came to be. Like, we've all kind of hinted at Fat Tuesdays as being the venue that brought us all together somehow.
But that's not how I remember it, though, actually.
We were all there.
We were all there.
We were all there.
Sure. Yeah.
Just not sure I can find a flyer of all of us playing exactly at the same night. I think that YellowTieGuy may have been at one of those shows.
Oh yeah,
but not necessarily performing.
I was supposed to like look through my old flyer graphics.
You've got to find some old flyers, and I'd love to get some photos of Fats before they had their renovation to show people what it used to look like when we all met there.
Yeah, I was looking through that. I don't really have many external or building shots because being a natural extrovert, I tend to only really take pictures of people. I've got lots of people with like, but the way I shot the stuff was real, so the people are bright in the background is really either blurred out or or darkened. So there's not much to see other unless someone happened to be in front of the band playing, so they had lights on them.
So if you're watching this,
I've got a ton of stuff. I have like 4 terabytes of photos that I need to sort through.
Yeah, I'm sure I can find something too. You took some great pictures from that night, and I'm sure I've used them.
Oh yeah, they're probably still on Facebook.
Yeah,
just look through my Facebook galleries. And I'm sure there's search the date of my Facebook thing, and you'll probably find it.
Or if you're watching and you already know that you have a photo of Fats and you're willing to let us use it.
Oh my gosh, crowdsourcing! Why didn't I think about this? This is amazing.
Crowdsourcing. That's our new thing. Yeah.
Wait, so we should change it to either more interesting than us or more prepared than us. One of the two.
I've got a fun thing that we could also do as a band. It would be like, Kyle, if you can't make it one week, then you have to find a keyboardist who's willing to come in and sit in for you.
Right.
As a guest.
We can just call him Kyle all day.
No, it would just be like subbing for Kyle tonight because Kyle's on vacation, which he's allowed to do,
There is, actually what's funny is right after I joined the band, Dan created a Facebook sort of group chat with somebody else named Kyle, and you guys were just wondering, was it funny?
Some guitar player he knows, I think it was.
Yeah,
a group chat.
It was just one of my favorite friends, and it just also happened to be Kyle Crosby, and so I'm messaging somebody I think is Kyle. and then and like never responded. Was never like, hey, I'm not the Kyle you're looking for.
Just want to listen in on what we're planning.
That doesn't sound like, yeah. I mean, the other Kyle could have told you, hey, not me. Unless...
Meanwhile, you, Kyle, are probably going, these guys must not have liked me. They don't even message
I came
me.
out and they're like, yeah, we'll reach out on Facebook. And then I never heard anything.
That would be horrible if like 10, 15 years from now, we realized that that was the moment where we never got to be a band.
Right.
Like this, it's like Kyle never responds. Screw him. We're going to find somebody else to play with us. And Kyle's like, these guys never contacted me.
Forever. I was like, how did he not just say, hey, it's been 3 weeks now and you keep addressing me and I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I kept tagging it, being like, hey, Kyle, like, do you have any questions? Like, are you comfortable with the set list? Like, all sorts of stuff. And just never. Yeah, I feel like after a while, he'd be like, these guys know I don't play keys, right?
Yeah.
Jason Mendelson says yo in the chat.
That'd be
what up,
hilarious.
Jason?
Hey, Jason. That'd be hilarious if other Kyle like started just learning to play keys so he could be in this band.
Yeah. He had a chance. He was working up the set. Well, anyways, so if I can't make the call, I'll get the other guy on the phone.
I think it would be fun. As much fun as having a guest. And then when we have a guest, it would be like we'd have the guest as well as a sub,
So Daniel, I've just noticed that you're actually using your green screen setup behind you today, and now all I want is a giant tapestry of the Misery cover art to hang on the wall. That looks amazing.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, it does. Cool. Yeah.
I think I might be able to get like a blanket or a throw or something. I'll have to see. I think it would be cool to get something sheer that you could almost put in front of a window. So I'll have to look into that.
I think I've got some photos for that.
So speaking of photos, you just did a photo shoot with Emma G. when? Sometime this week, right?
Last night, actually.
Last night.
Yeah.
Is that like band promo photo type stuff?
No, not particularly. I mean, there was some. We did some headshots, but no, it was mostly she's been working hard on, kicking ass and making herself look great. Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to put my phone on my charger and I'm failing because it's far away.
Stop failing.
It's too far away.
I hate lightning. It's a stand with like a little lightning thing. You gotta stick it on there, and that looked really graphic. I apologize, everybody. Anyway, yeah, no, she just wanted to do one of my usual style photo shoots. So
cool. That's the random pants photo for those of you tuning in at home.
Yeah, it was a good time. She's one of my favorite people. I love hanging out with her. And actually, while you're in Utah, she could totally use a backing band for some of her new tracks. She's got a drummer, but I was like, yeah, how about a bassist, keyboard, and hand percussion to help you? Because I was listening to her album, and I love her album, but some of those songs really, like you were saying, need to be rock songs. Well, you weren't saying that. You were quoting fake me saying that, which is exactly an accurate quote. And she was like, I'm totally down for that. So I was like, I know some guys.
I'm in.
Yeah. Figure that way, we can get our music fix in while, Daniel's out of town. And
yeah.
Well, it certainly would make touring together, like super simple, right?
That is true. Just change out the front man.
Exhausting is what you mean by simple.
I'll work on, Emma G lead guitar parts and sing backing vocals. I know most of her material, and I could ooh and ah as well as anybody. So
yeah, there are two of her songs off the new album that I was like, we have to do a collaboration with us.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, one is the Wolf I Feed, and then From the Ashes are the two that I really, really dig. But check them out on Spotify.
Is Joey drumming for her?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, because she's like, oh, but you have a drummer. And I was like, well, actually, he prefers to play hand percussion, so let somebody else do the drumming. And she's like, perfect.
Yeah,
that is perfect for the YTG band lineup and their personal preferences.
Yeah.
And that is from her Born in Crisis album, for
Right.
those of you playing at home.
Which I think it's out. I mean, but I don't know if she's actually the official drop party yet. Like, it's on Spotify.
Yeah, I mean,
or,
yeah, it's
Amazon
on
Music.
Spotify, and she's got a video for it, like a short film that she had worked on. All part of, like cataloging her journey and the struggles that she's overcome, from health issues to just acclimating to life in the U.S. Being from New Zealand. So
It's
definitely
funny
some good
'cause
stuff.
Her accent to any one of us sounds so freaking Kiwi, but because she's been here so long, she said in New Zealand, they're like, "Oh, you're South American."
Well, you start to adopt all the good and the bad of the region. If she had gone a little further north, she'd be saying things like Balmer. So I mean, it's a good thing she landed in DC. It's a good spot.
I do occasionally toss out a y'all.
Y'all. I'm famous for that. That's, I think, what 5 years in Mississippi will do for you.
For me, it took 40-something years in Virginia, but it happened. I say it a lot more often than I ever did previously. Usually because I'm trying to be colloquial. Someone who says I'm trying to be colloquial should not be using the word y'all. I'm just saying.
Y'all ain't being very colloquial. Well,
Code switching, baby. Code switching.
So maybe we'll see if we could get Emma on next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe she's watching. Maybe she'll join in now. I don't know.
Maybe so.
But
we do
I'll definitely ping her and see what she's up to. And we
do have Jason Mendelson on the line, who has been a part of our Discord fireside chats.
Oh well, send him the Zoom link. Have him join in.
Jason, you want to join in? Just
you wearing pants?
You wearing,
I mean, it really
you wearing
matters.
pants tonight?
I might not be wearing pants. You don't know.
Doesn't matter.
I'm wearing pants just in case.
I'm really loving the parts that Jason gave
this
us
is Jason that did the horns.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, definitely get him on here. We got to talk about the horn parts.
We got to talk about the horn parts. Yeah, we'll have to wait till the live stream catches up so he can hear us.
Have
talking
camera handy. I'm on computer.
Oh, it's all good.
No worries. We'll get you on another week. Actually, maybe we'll actually have a mix down of
yeah,
to share.
Yeah.
We'll have you on
he can
when
join
we
on
have
his
a
phone.
plan.
There we go. He's got his phone. Perfect.
Okay, cool.
Send
I'll send you the Zoom link here in the Discord.
This will, of course, ruin the perfect symmetry. So we're going to need 2 more people.
Right. Yeah. The 5 boxes doesn't work.
See here.
He said the delay is about 15 seconds. That's good to know.
Okay.
Very good to know.
I feel it's
a
like
really short story then to talk.
For me, it was always somewhere between 30 seconds and a minute in my head canon here. So it's good to know it's only 15 seconds.
Let me see. Got to find Jason.
Daniel Sings. New YouTube channel. Just sings his entire life.
Search for Jason.
There we go. I sent it to you on your personal Discord. Private message. DM.
Fancy.
DM me.
Slide into my DMs. So Eric, I noticed you're not in a dark cave this week. You pay the electric bill?
I made it out.
I broke him out.
Unbelievable story. Yes, Kyle's daughter's certain set of skills. So,
sorry, Jason, I'm a little bit late on the boom line. Jason says delay test say boom when you see this line, and I looked at it and went, oh, there's a new line. What's it say? Oh, well now it's even more delay. So let's do it again. Let's see. Of course, I gotta wait 15 seconds for him to.
No, I think that was about right. He had just posted it.
Yeah, but it was still like 2 or 3 seconds. I mean, we're trying to be precise here. It's for science.
For science. Boom. For those of you scientifically
I had to
inclined.
shout boom that time, but I did. I was very excited.
Take 2, boom. There you go. I did it as quickly as I could see it.
No, I did that a while ago already.
Take 2, boom. He posted that. just now.
13 seconds. We now have a scientific knowledge of what's happening on the streaming end versus what people are seeing at the other end of YouTube.
So
Okay.
while
For those that are
Well, we-
interested,
give
next week
Jason
we'll
a
delve into the
chance-
performance of
I
the data compression and the middleware.
the middleware. While we give Jason a
Application
chance
joke.
to join us, I want to see if I can.
I want to hear the story about how Eric escaped from his dungeon.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, okay.
You're on the spot now.
What's that?
On the
Well,
spot.
you know how
Are you laying in your bed? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
really lazy.
Kick your feet up in the back. Kick your feet up in the back. So you look like a teenage girl on the phone, like, you know.
You guys don't.
Oh my
You guys
gosh,
don't
what is it?
understand how lazy I really am. I'm
Oh, you're a drummer. You're a drummer. I totally
I
get
don't
it.
want to walk downstairs.
So, hi guys, and what's going on? And I found this. This is my phone I had in high school
Wow.
and in college. It's Swisstel. It works beautifully if I still had a landline connected. But I still have it. Technically, it's still connected.
Wait. How do you know it still works beautifully? When was the last time you tried it?
Well, I plugged it in. Like
Okay.
my landline's still connected. I just don't have any phones
Okay,
plugged in.
gotcha.
I just went and found one of the random plugs that still exists in the house. I've
Okay.
actually closed both of them off. I put panels over them. Yeah, and it's great sound, and it was probably like $25 back in the mid '90s. But I love this thing. It's great to have and I realized that after I had removed all my phones, that I didn't have like an emergency phone. Like if something, my cell phone was dead or cell towers were down, and then I found this in a box. I was cleaning out the basement, so cool. And it's got a little hanging hook you can hang on the wall. Curves up.
And
This is a commercial for a 25-year-old phone.
And that's the phone. No, it's like the phone where this photo was taken. No.
Oh wow.
Wow, look at
Oh,
Eric.
yeah,
Look
yeah,
at Eric go. He's not looking at the audience. He's looking at the. What are you distracted by the projection on the of the
No,
logo
I
of
think
Capital House?
I think I know what's happening actually. So this is Kyle's old band Copper Sale's last show. My band Dreamscapes Project was opening up for them down in Richmond.
Is that the
and,
show we played with you guys, or was that a different show?
Nope, a
Okay.
different show. This was just the two of us. So we on our set list decided the last song was just called Cover. It was written as the word cover on the set list.
Ah,
It was
sneaky.
actually a cover of a Copper Sales song.
One of the ones that was going to be in their set list.
Because
Because
I
that
don't
would
know
have
if
been
it's supposed to be or not,
really,
but
that would have been a
we
really
played it
dick
first.
move. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, and just to be clear, like this was our last live show,
yeah.
and they I guess you said it was a tribute or
Yeah.
sort of a salute, if you will, and it wasn't like an exact copy of,
Not at all.
like the way they did it was so great and so them, and it was, I actually liked your version better than our version too. Yeah, it was really neat. It was I thought it was fantastic. Like, no,
So-
they didn't do it to to sort of throw us off, but it was cool.
But so the reason I'm pretty sure we're all looking back, because Gordon's looking the other way too. Their song was in 7. We started it in 4, and we're gonna go to 7 until the bridge.
Yep.
And so while we're playing it in 4, your Copper Sales drummer came up through behind the stage and starts taunting us, saying, "Oh, I didn't think you could play in 7. I didn't think you could play in 7." I'm like, what? He goes, 7. The song's supposed to be 7.
Yeah.
We're,
This
I-
was
I-
yep.
we're just joking, and we're like all great friends. This is all in fun. I'm like, oh, it should be 7. He goes, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. Boom, and we hit the 7/8 part, and so I think we're all just laughing at him at that point. But no, it was.
Yeah.
Was that just
it was
an
a fun
incredible like coincidence of timing that you were at that point in the song, or were you prepared to jump into the new time signature at any
No,
point?
we were prepared to jump into the new time signature.
Knowing
Like,
that he
Keith
was
had
gonna-
no idea this whole thing was going on behind him. So,
Yeah, guitar players, they just
yeah. So
all they listen for is the downbeats. They don't
yeah,
care how many
we were-
there are.
no, we were going to go into 7 at that point anyway. So yeah. But no, that was such a fun show. And if the other funny part is Keith didn't know all the words, so on the back of the set list he actually had the words written out. So you guys had ever turned the set list over before our set, you would have known what was coming.
Hey, it's Jason.
Hey.
Welcome to
Hi,
the
everybody.
Fireside Chat as our first official guest.
Hey, what's up, man?
Though technically
to
he doesn't
be
really
here.
count as a guest musician since he's like, he's actually on the new record.
That's a good point.
That makes him kind
No,
of
that is the point. That's
Oh.
the whole reason why we started doing all of this mess for the inevitable unexpected before the inevitable unexpected
No,
happened.
The YellowTieGuy roster grows every time we add a person to the record. Therefore, we will eventually have like 12 members.
I'm trying
if
to compete
none of them
with
play with
DuPont
us.
Brass Band for the largest number of people on stage at one time. That's my plan.
I think Pat McGee holds that. We saw him at what's that place in Alexandria? Birchmere.
Bushmere?
A couple years ago, and they must have had 25 or 30 people on that stage. It's funny because I was talking to Hammer, who played bass for a couple songs, a local bass legend, and he was like, "Oh, I was at the show. I played that." I was like, I didn't know him then, so I didn't recognize him when he'd come out on stage. And but yeah, it was ridiculous because it was kind of a reunion / maybe farewell. No, I guess they're still touring. I don't know. They were just found reasons to pull all these people on the stage and have so many people. I mean, it may have been 40 people. I don't know. Like, there's just this constant stream coming from the green room up on the stage, and like they got to be running out of inputs at some point.
It sounds like a Zappa concert. So, for those of you that don't know Jason Mendelson, he's a Virginia-based musician, plays a ton of instruments. One of my earliest memories of doing the same show as Jason is actually at what is it, oh my gosh, it just escaped me, the laundromat. It's not the laundromat though.
The
Tell me you
Electric
know what I'm
Maid.
talking. The Electric Maid. There you go. It used to be a laundromat, or it was right next to a laundromat. But me and my bassist Mary had done the Beatles Magical Mystery Tour like showcase with you there. We were highly optimistic and severely underpracticed at doing that, but it was a lot of fun.
Well, these things happen. It was fun.
Now you've got Repainted from Memory. That's your latest your latest public endeavor here,
Ooh,
right?
I like that title.
Yeah. Well, it's a cover of the Burt Bacharach and Elvis Costello album, Painted from Memory.
Very cool.
And some like interesting dynamics, some stuff that was like spot on, as you say, and then some things that were just very much like you messing with the orchestral arrangement.
It's mostly messing with stuff because, the original, it's like Burt Bacharach's little mini orchestra and Elvis Costello singing. And mine is like, it's me. So there's a bunch of bleep bloop electronic stuff and guitars with crazy effects. And I did play some new instruments though, because I started working on it like right after the pandemic kicked in last year. So, I had a little bit of time to learn some new instruments. So I played.
I like how he
the
just
Misery
casually
Stick.
throws out that he learned to do instruments, multiple ones during the pandemic. And most people are trying to.
Not one.
I started to learn to play piano.
Yeah, so I got the clarinet there, and
Oh.
I got the flute here.
Yeah,
And
cool.
I haven't
never
really kept up with them.
I never really liked the clarinet until Ben Folds' first album. Well, the big album, Better and Never Again, or I forget what it's. Anyway, there's a song there called "Stephen's Last Night in Town" that has this brilliant. I was like, I didn't know clarinet could do that, because I'd always been in orchestras and bands and stuff, and even in jazz bands. I mean, the ones I was in, at least in high school, didn't have very good clarinet parts, but.
If
That's
you like
just a
that, you would
ripping-
probably like klezmer music.
I think I do actually. Is that the? No, I'm thinking of Zydeco. What is klezmer? Go on.
Klezmer, I don't even know how to describe it. It's
And yes, I like Zydeco. I don't care what anyone says.
it's an ethnic genre. It's part of Jewish culture. It's really fun, like party music.
Oh,
I feel
okay.
like it is. That's probably a horrible description, but it's fun. It's upbeat.
Which it turns
With
out to be some sort
clarinet.
of very sacred thing, and you're like, it's great party music.
No, I don't think too many people would disagree with that.
Okay.
As far as
very good.
dirges go, it's like the best party dirge ever.
I'll have to check it out. Klezmer.
DC's premier party dirge band.
To be fair, we have a song that's kind of a dirge. Everything is very dirgy.
Yeah, that's actually based on a waltz. But because I was more focused on songwriting than keeping good rhythmic time, there's some interesting like shuffles that happen where like the timing starts over
That
again
wasn't on purpose.
that song.
We could have fixed that.
I don't think you could. I think that
Well,
I think that the track has just
Oh, good, he's
some
wearing
really
pants.
interesting changes. He said he was wearing mid pants or something to that effect. It's
You
Come
also
on,
said middleware. You all made a joke about middleware.
right.
that's right.
Hey, I put on
Not
pants
a-
specifically for
not
the
a-
first time today, just for this call, in case I had to get up. Though I'm
No,
wearing a
you're not
slick pair of boxers that I kind of wouldn't mind showing off, but I'll be good.
No judgment here. So we've been working with Jason like kind of on the down low. We haven't made a big public deal about it yet, but we've been working with him on Before Your Time. One of the things that I think is really cool about Before Your Time is we're also working with Daniel Ouellette to do the music video, and Daniel has done one of Jason's music videos. So I think that there's some really interesting tie-ins here that just happened naturally and it wasn't like, oh, well, Jason and Daniel work together, so let's do this. It just kind of worked out that way. Jason, you did clarinet and flute for Before Your Time, and then you had somebody else play trumpet.
So, Joe Herrera played trumpet. I played trombone, and then I was gonna play flute and clarinet, but like I said, I haven't really kept up with the instruments since I finished Painted from Memory. So I ended up doing those on the synthesizer.
Okay.
Jamie, do you have the track downloaded that you can cue it up? It'd probably be better that it wasn't delayed coming from my end.
Well, no, if you play it in your end, it won't be delayed.
All right, let
Because
me see.
It'll come through your audio, which is part of
Assuming
the thing.
my internet connection holds, I'm happy to do it. Where did I put it? Now there's a question. I
And
know
if you
that
play it, we can all hear it.
pressure. So
Now you know how I feel.
while I'm looking for this track that I should have had ready to go for y'all, let me also say one little known YellowTieGuy fact. I played clarinet in 4th and 5th grade, and I do regret not keeping it up, just like I also regret not keeping up with the piano. Kyle, is this the 317 mix? No, 441 maybe. 410?
No,
Oh, it was like
5.8. Yeah, and I put the wrong year. I put the year 2022 on it instead of 2021. But
Huh?
I think the time
Huh?
stamp was 5.
Right. I definitely downloaded it. BYT. Nope. All right. Oh, you got the tuba out,
I do.
huh?
Unfortunately, all my mouthpieces are in the basement, so I can't do anything except. I mean, it's after 9:30. My neighbors would murder me anyway. But somehow we need to work that into one of our songs.
Yeah, I think we should do that. Let me see. Here we go.
My college ska
If you-
band had a song we called the Umpa Song, which was something I wrote. It was basically a kind of a riff on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It didn't sound anything like it, but the theme where, like everyone made fun of me for playing the tuba. Even the other brass players, like the trombone players, trumpet players, were just too cool for a tuba. And then at one big ska show, the bass amp's broken, so I whip out the tuba, and it was like oompa oompa, pick it up, oompa oompa, pick it up. Somewhere I gotta find that song. It was a great song.
I'd have to hear it for myself.
I don't have any recordings of it, sadly. Which,
Not yet. Apparently.
but yeah, I like where your head's
Look
at.
at you. You got your whole broadcast suite now. If you just had a mouthpiece, we could record that tonight.
Dude, I haven't played that thing for probably close to a year. My embouchure is probably crap. I need a few hours of practicing to get it back. Though I found, because it is like usually a year or two between actually playing anything through it, that it only takes a few minutes to get things back and be like, oh, look, I can play a scale again. Remembering the fingerings, that's a little... I mean, there's a lot of muscle memory, but at the same time, they're still like, oh, wait, what's that? Oh, yeah. But, again, running through a few chromatic scales and it's back. It's amazing how the brain retains that stuff.
We should each learn an alternative instrument and then perform a YellowTieGuy song on that alternative instrument.
I'll do kazoo. I call kazoo.
Dibs on
So
anything except
lazy.
drums. I'm not good at drums.
So Jason, before I play the track, could you tell us how you know Joe Herrera? I'd love to be able to like historically document like the tie-in for this track.
Oh, well, it's not a great story. I just asked on DMV musicians on Facebook who can record, who actually has good recording gear at home and plays trumpet, and that's a pretty small Venn diagram.
That's super cool.
Luckily, the person that's in that Venn diagram is really good.
Awesome.
Nice.
And the fact that the DMV like musicians Facebook page does respond, like there's activity there and help to be found there and resources and networking. And so I love the fact that we have the ability to outsource, as JB would say. So thank you, Joe. We'll have to share this with you. This is still a rough cut. This
Very
is
rough. Just scratch
parts aren't even
vocals.
done yet. Yeah.
No electric guitar parts
guitar.
yet.
Yeah. So.
yeah, no heavy overdrive or distortion or anything of that kind yet. So but we've got what we have. Kyle has expertly mixed together and made it so
I wouldn't even say that either.
I think everything is really well balanced. I think you're doing yourself a disservice to say otherwise. But how about we let our discerning listeners be the judge. Let's see how this works. I can share advanced computer. I'm sharing audio.
So I'm going to drop off guys, so that I can hear it on the good speakers and not my phone.
All right.
Okay.
Well, rejoin us when we're done if you like. But if you
Okay.
can't, that's cool. Thank you for like hanging out for the chat.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, we're
Thanks.
Thanks, Jason.
pushing up against
Thanks,
our end time anyway, so.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Your time will come, but you must pay your dues. And one day you will find
Yeah, I can't wait till the other parts are in there. The electric guitar and
Yeah.
the overdrive on that to make it
Yep.
sound a little bit less lounge-like. But I love those horn parts. The horn parts really
It'll
work.
be good.
I was skeptical at first, but I'm sold now.
Woohoo!
I wasn't that skeptical. I'm a freaking horn player myself. It's like if I had my druthers, I'd still be in a ska band. So.
I think it's one of the benefits of really Kyle and I having engineering experience, you know, in doing a lot of mixing, that we can hear a part kind of out of place, but understand where it would sit in a mix or where it could go in a mix. And so I think it's a bit of an advantage, honestly, to like hear the parts and then know like, oh, well, this would be like that. I can hear a lot of my like kind of noodling guitar parts at the end, which I'm not sure would be a good fit to stay, but we'll figure that out when we get into the studio to record those electric guitar parts. There's some nice clean guitars and the guitar stuff is a little jazzy there now. We'll say from a horns place, one of the things I love, especially because the song is supposed to be dynamic and have these changes as people are going through the 5 stages of grief, that there's a different recall in the second chorus on the horns part than there is in the first chorus. And I think that it's hard to necessarily pick up on that your first time through. I think that there's a lot of just beautiful ear candy happening that
I hadn't noticed that yet, actually. So now I will listen for it.
I know, right? Isn't that exciting? Like things to rediscover when you listen. And that's we've all done that. We've all had that album that we've heard it a million times, and then we've got like a new set of headphones or something, or we're in somebody else's car and we're like, wait a minute, where did that
When I
thing
finally
come
got
from?
studio monitors set up in my little studio at home here, I was just like, everything has changed.
Yeah.
Music suddenly went from being like here to like being like right here or right here, and it's just like like the first mix that Kyle sent of I don't remember, one of our songs might have been Misery, and it sounded like you were literally right here in front of my face singing, and like, but the rest of the band was back here. You know, the spatial difference between what a monitor can create and what, you know, car audio, which I've been listening in the car, I've been listening on my headphones. It was so different. Which of course that means that 99% of people aren't listening to your music through
Right,
studio
yeah, I was
reference
gonna say,
monitors. So you gotta
Don't be
mix
listening
for
there
the
when you're making
gotta
decisions
mix
on
for the
mixes,
headphones.
because you'll be the only one who hears it that way.
Exactly.
Mhm.
But it was
My
just
two-
mind blowing.
my favorite way to mix is with a pair of 1990s computer monitor speakers, just like, you know, like 1990s video game computer monitor speakers, like external speakers.
I've been using the same set of external speakers and subwoofer on my computer, on my main workstation, since I bought it in 1998 when I got my first apartment. And a little Harman Kardon, you know, little subwoofer about like this, and 4 little satellite speakers that's been going strong for ever since then. But again,
you guys send
I
me-
thought it sounded really good until I got the actual studio reference monitors. I went, oh.
No, every mix you guys send me, I take out to my car and just sit in my car and listen
Yeah,
to
I
it a few
always
times.
listen to mixes in the
That's
car because that's where most people are
that's-
listening to music.
yep,
At least that's where I listen to most of my music.
Yep.
I rarely sit around with just headphones listening to music.
I don't think you could do a good mix without going out to your car. Not
Right.
if you use your car for commuting or what
Mhm.
Yeah, absolutely.
But when I'm sitting at the box, I like those 1990 computer speakers, and I like just a pair of studio reference monitors. I kind of gravitated towards some Samson speakers. I think the A5 series back in the day, but I think somewhere between those two mixes, those two sets of speakers, I'm able to find the sweet spot.
I smell chicken parm.
I can't help you there. I'm sure we're not all smelling the same thing.
No, I
What
think,
do we all say? That'd be too.
I think Jen ordered some
Oh
dinner.
my gosh. Well, we've gone a little bit over time,
Yeah,
but
we
I
have.
think
We were a little bit over.
I think it was fun. I hope that you've enjoyed being a part of the YTG Fireside Chat. Special thanks to Jason Mendelson for being our first guest here on our very public Fireside Chat, as opposed to our privately held Discord community, which is fantastic in its own right. There's certain benefits to being public or
Yeah,
private.
if you're on Discord, join our Discord server.
Join the mailing list at YellowTieGuy.com. We'll send you an invite link to hop on the Discord, and the band is chatty. Sometimes the band can be chatted up. The band can be personally reached through it. I think is probably the ticket where we can have like an actual conversation with the whole band and see who's chatting, rather than just those replies that come back from Facebook that come from Yellow Tie Guy, but then you're not sure if it like which band member it's coming from.
We're almost
So-
like the responses in the chat here, or you and I keep responding to John.
Yeah, at least you know it's me and Jamie. Not a total random occurrence. But tune in next week. We might have Emma G on as a guest. So,
She doesn't know that yet.
She doesn't know that. If you're watching this and you know Emma, reach out to her and invite her for us. And send us your
I
pics.
should probably text her right now.
And send us your pics of Fat Tuesdays, everybody. We want to get an outside
Yeah.
shot of Fat
you got-
Tuesday before the renovation.
Even bonus if you got pictures of us on stage in our various previous incarnations with Copper Sales, Dreamscapes Project, Crooked Crow, or Yellow Tie Guy.
Any incarnation.
Pointing at the screen that no one else can see. This is pointing at Daniel right now. That's Daniel
Right.
right there. That's Eric. That's Kyle, and that's me. All right.
Thank you, everybody.
Yep.
Don't forget to make friends, make music, and make a difference. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye.